price. Because in 2026, GPU pricing is genuinely a bit of a mess, and you deserve to understand what's going on before you spend your money. Let's start at the top of the range, just so you have context. The RTX 5090, Nvidia's most powerful consumer GPU, launched at around $2,000, which is already expensive, right? But here's where it gets properly frustrating. Custom versions of that card, made by brands like Asus and MSI with their own cooling systems, are now sitting on shelves at $3,000 to $3,500, and there are credible reports suggesting prices on this card could push toward $5,000 later this year. The comparison that actually matters for most real people is the RTX 5070 on Nvidia's side, which has an official launch price of around $549, and on AMD's side, the RX 9070 XT, which comes in cheaper and competes directly with that card in terms of gaming performance. But here's something I really want you to know, and this affects every card on both sides right now. There is a global shortage of memory components, and the reason? Artificial intelligence. The companies building the infrastructure behind AI, data centers, cloud computing, all of it, are purchasing GPU components in absolutely massive quantities. So my very first piece of practical advice: check actual prices at your local retailers before you make any decisions. What a card is officially supposed to cost and what it's actually selling for right now can be very different. I'm going to break this down by resolution because that's honestly the most useful way to think about it. Where you're currently gaming, or where you want to game, tells you almost everything about which GPU you actually need. Let's start at 1080p. A lot of people game at 1080p in 2026, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But here's the honest truth. If you're gaming at 1080p, you do not need a current generation flagship GPU. Mid-range and above cards from both Nvidia and AMD are complete overkill at 1080p. Now, 1440p. This is the sweet spot for PC gaming in 2026. This is where most people should be aiming, and this is where the RTX 5070 and the RX 9070 XT go head-to-head. In most games at 1440p, these two cards perform very similarly, but AMD's card costs less to get to that same performance level. AMD makes a very compelling case here. For 4K gaming, the story shifts. 4K is still demanding, and if you want to run 4K at maximum settings with ray tracing enabled and silky smooth frame rates, Nvidia's RTX 5080 and 5090 are in a different league. AMD's top-end cards can do 4K, and they do it well, but for the best possible 4K experience, Nvidia wins this tier pretty clearly. And then there's content creation. A lot of people who buy gaming PCs also use them for work. If you do any video editing or AI-assisted creative work, Nvidia wins this conversation almost by default. The reason is something called CUDA. CUDA is Nvidia's computing technology, and the vast majority of professional creative software, Adobe Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, Blender, After Effects, is specifically optimized to take advantage of it. Now it's time to talk about the upscaling technology. Here's the basic idea. Rendering a game at full 4K resolution is extremely demanding for a GPU, rendering millions of pixels. It's a lot of work. So what if, instead of making your GPU do all of that work, you let it render the game at a lower resolution, and then used artificial intelligence to intelligently add in all the missing pixels and make it look like 4K. Nvidia's version of this is called DLSS4. AMD's version is called FSR4. DLSS4 is still ahead. So, when it comes to upscaling, if this stuff matters to you, if you want the best possible image quality and the smoothest possible experience from AI rendering, Nvidia has the edge, and it's a real one. But if you're not someone who digs into these features and you just want to play your games and have a good time, AMD's FSR4 is good enough. All right, this is the section I think is the most valuable part of this whole video, because I'm going to stop talking about specs and numbers, and I'm going to talk about you specifically. There is no single best GPU. What there is the GPU that makes the most sense for your situation. If you're a gamer who wants the best performance for your money, go AMD. Specifically, the RX 9070 XT for 1440p gaming is an outstanding card at a price that doesn't require you to skip meals. meals. You're getting performance that's genuinely close to Nvidia's equivalent cards, but you're spending less to get there. If you're a gamer who plays a lot of newer, graphically intense games with cinematic lighting, photorealistic environments, heavy ray tracing, then Nvidia is worth the extra money. Ray tracing still looks noticeably better on Nvidia hardware, and DLSS 4 will improve your experience in those games in a way that AMD currently can't fully match. And if you're a content creator, video editing, 3D work, motion design, Nvidia, no question. The CUDA ecosystem is just better supported across creative software right now. So the main conclusion is that if you want value for your money, go with AMD. And if you are looking for quality and willing to spend a large amount, then go with Nvidia. Also, for more interesting comparisons and analysis for your upcoming tech plans, make sure to subscribe our channel so you can make the best possible decision for your situation.